we had started with the fifth chapter yesterday. That was algebraic expressions and operations. And we tried out some questions about number of terms, about finding the coefficient, and about like and unlike terms. Okay. Now, today, I'll show you all that in algebra, there are three types of algebraic expressions. There are three types of algebraic expressions. Okay. How are they classified? How are they classified? They are classified on the basis of the number of terms that they have, on the basis of the number of terms that they have. Okay. We're having types of algebraic expressions. Now, take a look at this term. Take a look at this term. Minus 3y. Okay? Minus 3y. Now, this minus 3y is altogether one single term. It's altogether one single term. Okay? Or if you take a look at minus 4.
Hello, ma'am. Sorry.
Hi, Zahan. Minus 4 is another term. So when we have single terms, then it's okay, or only one term, okay, an algebraic expression that has only one term, okay, is known as monomial. You can write it down. Only one. Okay. Then look at another example. Look at another example. We have 3t plus 2/5 st squared. Can anybody tell me how many terms are here? How many terms are there in this expression?
Ma'am, are there 3 terms?
3 terms. Why 3 terms?
Because there is 3t, 2/5, and st square.
Okay. See,
Ma'am, 2 terms, binomial.
Nathaniel, 2/5 st squared is one term. Why? Is because no sign is there between them. How do we separate the terms? How do we separate that this is one term, this is second term? We're using the signs that are between them. Okay? There is plus sign and then there is another term, so it will be second term, then minus is there after it, the term is there, so it will be third term. If it is not written together like this, 2/5 st squared, it will be considered as one term. Now tell me, Nathaniel, how many terms are there?
Ma'am, there are two.
Two terms. So those expressions which have only two terms are known as binomials. Then take a look at another example. Take a look at one more example. How many terms are there in this one? How many terms in this one? A square plus 2ab plus b square. Emma, how many terms are there in this one?
Ma'am, three.
Three. When we have expressions that have three terms, they are known as trinomials.
Ma'am, what if you have four terms?
Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, what if you have four terms? What do you call it?
Quadrinomials or something like that.
What if you have four terms?
Four terms.
Do you call it quadromial?
Yes, Abraham. Yes. Quadrinomials or something like that. Four, or five penta. Written. Don't get confused with this thing. This is the first one. This is the second for binomial. And this is the third.
Done, ma'am.
Am I Abraham? Can I have your videos on, please?
Yeah, ma'am, try.
Abraham, video on, please.
Ma'am, I
Thank
think
you.
we're turning on my video.
Your voice is very low for me, Emma.
Ma'am, can you hear me now better?
I can hear, but it's still low. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, that I'm having bad internet problems today right now.
Okay. Okay. problem. Okay, so I'm going to give you all some terms. You have to identify which category it will fall into, okay? Or which ones are monomial, binomial, and trinomial. Okay? You have to write it down and do it. Okay? You have to write it down in your notebooks and do it. Okay. Um, One thing I wanted to tell you was this question and then we talk about. Okay. Now, how many terms are there in the first question? Sorry, is it monomial, binomial, or trinomial?
Ma'am, I think it's trinomial
Trinomial. Why trinomial?
because there are three terms.
Okay. Look carefully and tell me again. Like I said, terms are separated by signs only.
Okay, I am there's two terms.
Yes. So
So
what will it be?
it would be binomials.
Yes. See? Trinomial. Abraham, second one. Abraham, second one. Is it a binomial, monomial, or monomial? Monomial.
Yeah, ma'am, should I say?
Yes.
This one would be trinomial
Trinomial. Why trinomial?
because there's no sign to separate x square, y, and z cube.
Yes. Z raised to the power 4. There is no sign there, means only one term is there. Okay, when there is no sign, nothing, only one single thing is mentioned, that means it's only one term and it's gonna be what? The things with only one term are not
Monomials. Monomials.
mononomial. Yes. Yes, Emma, what will be the last one?
Last one only one term is there.
And what will it be called? Having one terms.
I don't remember this. When you have single term, it is.
Will it be a monomial, binomial, or trinomial?
No, right now. Because mono means single.
Yes, Emma.
Ma'am, single, right? Ma'am, I know the answer. Will I say?
Try once, Emma.
So, they're single,
Try.
mono, bio, and tri.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Try.
it will be tri, right?
Yes. Try. Okay. Because try means
Three.
three. Yeah, mono means one.
Mono means
Bi
one,
means
means two, and
bi
tri
means two.
three.
Tri means three. Okay. Quad means four. But what if you get this expression? Get this expression. It's simple. Systems are there.
Should I?
Usually, according to your book, it's mentioned that there are more than three. Okay? Then we call them. Then we call them multimonials. Call them multimonials. Write the definition.
So, ma'am, does it become multimodules when there's more than six terms or
More than six also
after?
multimonials. If it is
Yeah.
after three,
So,
like
so,
four,
ma'am, when do you start calling it multimodules? Like after trimodules or after that?
in general, the ones with expressions with two or more terms are called multimonials. Okay, they are all called multimonials. Okay, so it can be two term also, but for two we use by, three we use try. Then two and three can also be called multimonials. That's what is mentioned. Okay, so after three you can always put multimonial.
Okay, ma'am.
Any number of terms you can put multimonials. Write it down. In general, algebraic expressions. Let's do are called multiple. Using shall I share the screen?
Ma'am, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Now in our textbook, man. Not textbook, but like in our exam, when the person asks, "Is what is this?" and suppose it shows three numbers, three terms, will we say trinomial or multinomial?
If it is three numbers, will it be a trinomial or multinomial? I suggest you write trinomial. Okay, until three, you write mono, bi, and tri. After three, that is from the fourth one, you write it multinomials. Okay. Why is that? Because see, two and three also we can write multinomials, but there are multinomials with a general term. When I see the word multinomials, it means that it is in general, it's a general term used for all the expressions having more than two terms. Okay? But binomial is specifically for two terms, trinomial is specifically for three terms. When you have two terms, you write binomial. When you have three terms, you write trinomial. And when from four terms onwards, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and countless, you write multinomials. Okay. Now we will talk about the degree of algebraic expression. Okay. Now, what is the degree of algebraic expression? It's the highest of degrees of different terms having non-zero coefficient. What does it mean? What's the meaning? Its meaning is, for example, take a look at the question. I have an expression. I have an expression O x square y. Now, the degree is the sum of the exponents. So we will do sum of the exponents. Sum of exponents. Or you can say sum of the power. Okay. X has how much power? 2 and Y has how much power? 1. Because I have told you that when we have single variable, its power is always 1. Its value is 1. Okay. So X the power or the exponent of X is 2 and the for Y it is 1. So the power will, the degree will be 3. Will be 3. Yeah, understood? Understood. If I have xy, what will be its degree? 2. Why 2? Because the power of x is 1. The power of x, is 1 and the power of y is also 1. Okay? Because they're single variables. When single variables are there, it means that their value or their power is 1. Make a note and write down.
Mama never understood what's a degree. It's the sum of all the powers in the variable or in the.
Is the degree. The sum of the powers is the degree. Okay? And what I'm trying to say is, in note that when we have single variable x, its power will automatically be 1. Okay? Or y or any variable t, its power will be 1. Till it's not mentioned. Will it be mentioned? Power is 2, 3, 4 or anything. When nothing is mentioned, it means that it has a power of 1.
Okay, ma'am. This is only for variables, right? Or for other numbers?
Say again.
This is only for variables, right? Or other numbers?
Abraham, I'm not able to get you.
Is it only for variables or is it for other numbers?
Only for variables, Abraham. For other numbers, the power is considered 0. Okay?
No, ma'am,
It's
I'm
just only
asking,
for
ma'am,
variables.
if it's
We are
like
doing
if it's like 4 square divided by x square y, then what will it be?
4 square.
Yeah.
It is not like really possible such an expression. 4 square divided by square. Okay, in that case, we will not consider the power of a non-zero constant. Means we will not consider the degree of the power of a constant, but only the power of the algebraic, the variables. Still, I'll just check this out and let you know. Okay. Majorly, here degree is all about the power of variables only. Okay. Okay. Now, if I say it's just a number, like what will be the degree of 6? So it will not be 1, but it will be 0. Okay. Degree of 6 will be 0. Why? Why is because it is a non-zero constant. Okay, non-zero constant. Okay? It's always the numbers. Whenever the numbers are there, the degrees are zero. If the power is not mentioned. Also for 5x, power will be 1. Oh, sorry, degree will be 1 because only one variable is there. Okay, like this. Now, also, one more thing I'll teach you. I'm clearing the screen. When I have a whole expression, like 3 x square y plus 7xy plus, minus 5x plus 6. Now I tell you, find the degree of this whole expression. If I tell you, find the degree of this whole expression. What you will do? First, you find out the individual.
Degree 6 is the degree 6.
No, Abraham. See, that is why I'm explaining you. Okay, this is something different. First, we look at all the individual degrees. So, x square y has 3 degree of 3, xy degree of 2. Here, 5x has degree of 1, 6 has degree of 0. Now, we will not add them. Okay, we will not add them, but the greatest or the highest degree will be considered the degree of whole expression. Okay, degree of whole expression will be considered the degree which is the highest. Okay, only that will be the degree of the whole expression. We will ignore the rest of it. Okay. Even though this is injustice, but we will ignore the rest of them. Okay? And we will only take the highest degree as the degree of the entire expression. Understood?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can you give us a few questions to try out?
A question to try out. Yes. I'll give you a question to try out. You have to find out its degree.
Ma'am, is it 6?
1 minute.
Is the degree 6? Ma'am, is the degree 6?
3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Abraham. That's correct. Okay. Step 1 is writing out the degrees. This is 6. This
So,
is
ma'am,
3.
ma'am, it
This
is
is
ma'am, you can
2
do
and 0. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, it's so easy, ma'am, you can hold in your head.
Not able to understand that. Say again.
It's so easy, ma'am, you can do it in your head.
Too easy. Yes, it is easy. It is very easy. So 6, 3, 2, and 0. What will be the degree of the whole expression? 6. Okay, because it's the biggest number, or biggest power, or the biggest degree. So it's going to be 6. Okay. Tomorrow, we will learn how to find out the value of the algebraic expression on Monday. Okay. Monday, we will see how to find the value of algebraic expression. Science test is today. Prepare well for it. Okay. I'll send the paper to you all.
Okay, ma'am.
We will stop here for today. Rest of the
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Bye, Nathaniel. Bye.
Okay, have a good day. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah.